It was really economics that forced us into it. When I came here in 2002, the school district was starting to lose enrollment. In a school district our size, when you lose one student, it's a problem. When you lose 10, it's traumatic.
Yeah.
And so we had to start looking at different ways. We were very proud of our academic program and had to adapt to meet the needs of our kids and to meet the needs of our community. About 10 years ago, we made the decision to give every student in this school, high school, a tablet.
Okay.
We went to one-to-one. We were actually the second school in the state to do it, but really the first to totally do it. We know that, that we've used the technology dramatically. We know that, we've used the technology dramatically to offset the economic needs of the district and keep maintaining the quality of our program. We also found that kids wanted to take languages and take courses that we couldn't offer. We can't offer Mandarin Chinese,
Right.
but we have kids that want to take it. Virtual has allowed us to offer anything, any public or private institution anywhere in this country in the secondary or K-12 market to offer.
So
We do it on $6,200 a student. Well, we contract with K-12, and they're one of their sub companies. Fuel Ed furnishes most of our courses, and they furnish the courses. We use our teachers. Occasionally, Mandarin Chinese, we have to use one of their teachers. So we use their program, our students, our teachers, and the economics of it allows us to do it. We can offer those courses at a reasonable enough rate that our kids can take them and we can afford to offer that stuff. But the legislature of Missouri passed a law that said students could go to summer school anywhere. Because we were getting requests from other schools basically in our area for kids to take virtual courses. And then we started getting kids from other schools and districts applying. And under the law of Missouri, they are basically become Grandview students in the summertime. It allowed us to service kids all over the state and stuff they couldn't get without it. It allowed us to have employ our teachers in the summertime and give them income. And it allowed the district to make some money. From about 300 students the first summer, and we're up to 1,300 enrolled right now. We draw students from every county in the state. In that we draw from the rural schools because they don't have summer school. We draw from Lindbergh and some of the suburban in Kansas City and St. Louis district because they want to take courses that are required by the state but gets in the way of what they want to do during the regular school year. We meet the needs of kids who need credit recovery, kids who just want to take something in the summertime, and kids who have planned and want to know that in their senior year they want to be able to take such and such, so they take a required course through us where they have the freedom to do that. Know that some kids are motivated more than others. Why should you hold them back by seat time? Let them go. Change is very hard in education. The teachers' unions, the school boards, and everybody has a hard time changing. They know what school was like when they went to school.
Yeah.
This is what the kids of today are growing up with. They can do their whole school right here.
Yeah.
And that's what we're moving to. We believe that we can help kids. We want very much, with our partner K-12, to have a virtual high school in the state of Missouri. We think that there is a need for it and there's a demand for it. We have a lot of kids that are homeschooled. Some of them are getting great educations because they have the resources to do it. Some of them not necessarily so. We think we could offer a program that would meet their needs. We're ready to have a virtual high school. Unfortunately, the legislature is not quite ready yet.
Well,
and the demand is becoming more. Kids, when they go to their freshman year in college, most of them now are being required to take at least one course online. Kids are coming back to us and saying, hey, that's no problem for us. We already know how to do it. However, a lot of kids that don't do it, so they struggle with that first online course and the discipline it required.
And the students that are taking some of our online classes during the school year are taking the eyeball classes that we are not able to offer because we don't have a certified teacher in, and K-12 does.
Unlimited. We don't know what we can do with this. Every year we learn a little more.
Yes.
We learn a little bit about how great it is. The level of the kid does not matter.
Mm-hmm.
A special needs student can take an online course as well as the most advanced kid. A special needs student may need more time. The flexibility of virtual allows us to do that. The thing is, why are we building a $100 million high school in a school district that already has 3 high schools? Why not build a $10 million virtual school and let all the kids, which would be probably 5% of the kids in that district, take virtual? Certified technical education courses. We're in the process right now of putting that together in our district. And we're working with a couple of small school districts down in the state. We have a certified technical education hospitality program. We're talking to Eminence about their kids taking a virtual online, some of the kids there, maybe 10, 12, because they're a very small school district, taking those courses. When they start in the 9th grade, when they graduate from high school, they've got a tech degree in hospitality. There are unlimited things we can do in technical education. Those are things that can be done anywhere in this state and they can have this walk out of high school with a tech certificate. The impact is they get actual job experience. They see. Let's say a kid wants to be a pharmacist, and I'm using an actual case here. They've taken some courses online, which allowed them to go out and do a shadowing 2 hours a day for a semester. The kid changed his mind. The reason he changed his mind, he found out how much a pharmacist has to stand on their feet. Physically, that he had a back problem, and that he couldn't do that. We just saved him thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
Because he would not have been able to complete the career after he got his training. So the shadowing allows kids to get exposure to things they think they might want to do. It's unlimited what you can do. The thing that we need is we need the legislature to help us and realize it. If you had a virtual high school in this state, statistical data shows us from all the 40 states that have it now, and that's a rough number, have virtual schools, about 2% of the kids go virtually. Because virtual education is not for everybody.
Yeah.
It takes a different kind of discipline to do. And we have about 2% of the state. So you're talking 2,000 to 4,000 kids, maybe. Why not do that? Why not give that kid that chance? We know with the technology available now, just because your physical body's messed up doesn't mean you can't have a productive job and a productive life. A child may be physically disabled, but may be mentally superior.
Yeah.
Why not give them the opportunity through a virtual program to do that? We had teachers who embraced this very quickly, and we had others who said, no, we're not doing it. But what it took about 2 years, I'd say.
Maybe.
Yeah. That we really, by the second year of the tablets being issued to kids, the teachers bought in.
Mm-hmm.
Kid misses 10 days of school. They didn't miss 10 days of lessons.
No.
The lessons are online. They can go online and do them. And we're doing that now. Our kids have no excuse of falling behind. There's no limit to what you can do with virtual. We had to find a way to meet our kids' needs in a manner that we could economically afford. We knew that. We're not going to get a big industrial base out here.
And students get credit for that.
The state of Missouri requires us to complete our courses by the end of July. We have our courses completed. we try to get the grades to the other districts within 2 weeks.
We can track the time that they're on. We can see if your daughter's enrolled with us. Oh, I wonder how she did yesterday. Was she on the class? Yeah, yesterday she logged in 4 different times and she was on for an hour and 15 minutes and 20 seconds. And it tells me exactly the dates and times that she's on, and then I can look at the progress at the actual coursework and see what she's earning grade-wise and how far she is, and it'll give me, a percentage, like, oh, she's a little bit behind, she's struggling,
We can be available today. We can monitor kids, and we pretty well know what they're doing. We know that they're doing the work or they're not doing the work.
And every couple of weeks we would email the parents and students and kind of let them know where they stand and ask them if they need help. And then we tell them to please call us, because we're here Monday through Thursday until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We normally are later, or email us, and both of us, we check the emails all the way up until we go to bed at 10 or whatever at night. And then they have access to the teachers' emails, so they can contact the teachers directly. They have access to Peak Support. It's their help desk if it's a technical issue. So they have a wide variety of options. We have a lot of teachers that will call from their cell phone to the students to walk them through stuff and help them out. Then this year we have in place advisors. It's a group of people that are from K-12 that are contacting the parents and the students and providing them with an extra layer of support. And then we also they are having orientations where they actually have webinars with the students to help them work through the Blackboard system and understand what they need to do in that. So we have a lot of resources out there for the student with just a small group of people.
There is no reason for a student to fail.
No, there's not.
Unless the student chooses to fail. You have some K-8 kids that may not want to go to school at Grandview. They may be from Richwoods, which is one of our partner schools, but they like living in Richwoods, and they have to help out on the farm, or so they may want to stay at home and get their education virtually. Now they're doing that by homeschooling instead, but we think we have another resource there that's available that could become very helpful to them. I see this program in 5 years with a statewide virtual school and in the fabric of education in Missouri. And some people wondering why we waited so long to do it. I've watched Tennessee, which is well ahead of us on this. The school district in Tennessee that runs the statewide virtual program is in Johnson County, Tennessee, and is basically smaller than this district, in our district. There are a lot of kids out there that we don't know about. There are kids who, snow ski competition-wise, athletics, swim competition, gymnastics, that require tennis, that require them to travel and they can't operate in a normal school system. Virtual will allow them to do a lot of things. I see this as the future of education for some people. I think it could even be a greater aid in urban areas because of the demographics of the urban area, because of the crime, the problems that are occurring in certain areas of the country, not just St. Louis. A student can sit at home and be safe and secure and not have to worry about going out at night or in the summertime to take courses. A student can use it for enrichment. A student who's in a school district that is a failing school district may love that school district and want to go to school there. But they can take courses online to enrich their education and to compensate for whatever problems they may be having in that school district. And I think it can help the school districts. If I'm a school district that has need for 4 Algebra 2 teachers and I can only hire 2, then I can meet the needs of the kids with virtual. And that's what we have. We have people who believe in what we're doing, and we believe we're helping kids. Now, if we can just get the legislature and some other folks to help us, we'll make Missouri a great place for virtual education.